Welcome to the 1994 British Touring Car Championship.
Right then, hello and welcome back to GTR 2 and the series finale of the 1994 Auto Trader RAC British Touring Car Championship. It's been a very long season, it's been over 3 years in the making, but we're finally at the finish line and going to be taking the checkered flag on this season. I've decided against taking off the weight ballast of the car. I'm just going to leave it as it is, because if yesterday was anything to go by with how slow the AI were, I should be able to pass them all and take a victory anyway with the final round. It's also incredibly close at the top of the series between Joachim Winkelhock and Gabriele Tarquini. I think there's, well, less than 15 points in it now, so it can go either way. But with that, once again, I'm going to throw it back up to the commentary box and the one and only John Hindhaugh for today's starting grid.
Lining up for race 2 as they finished race 1. So it's the Vauxhall Cavalier of Jeff Allen who's on pole position. Then the two Alfa 155s. This time Giampiero Simoni is on the front row ahead of Gabriele Tarquini. He'll start on the inside of row 2. The Renault Lagoon of Alan Menu alongside. Then Dan Bartlett, after the drive through the field, he'll start in a much healthier 5th position with Will Hoy in the Toyota alongside him. Row number 4, Rob Gravett for Ford and John Cleland for Vauxhall. It's an all Ford 5th row. Try saying that quickly after you've been out on a night out. Paul Radicic and Andy Rouse in positions 9 and 10. Then the two Tims, we haven't been able to separate them this weekend. Harvey and Sugden in 11th and 12th. Julian Bailey, James Kay on the 7th row, Patrick Watson, Steve Soper on row 8. And that's the best of the Works BMWs there, with Joe Winkelhock, Steve's teammate, one place and one row further back in his 318i. Jan Lammers, James Thompson in 19th position is the best of the Total Privateer runners, ahead of Hamish Irvine, Keith Adair, Nigel Smith, Tiffany Dell, Nigel Alban, Chris Goodwin and Rickard Rydell, after his problems in the first race, will have to come all the way from P26.
Fantastic. Thank you very, very much, John, for the grid walk. And here we are then, the starting grid for the final round of the 1994 season. I'm going to be starting in 5th after a good race yesterday. Again, I will be trying to go for a win. That's why I didn't take the ballast off, because the cars are going slow anyway. Because again, this mod is a little bit strange. So yeah, no retirements either yesterday, and everyone will be starting at this race as well. Rickard Rydell, though, for whatever reason, he had a bit of a spin, I think, and he's going to be starting last. But that's fine. I'll be carrying the Volvo team on my shoulders, as Jan Lammers and Rickard Rydell seem to be rather useless. So here we go then, over 3 years, and it all comes down to this. Let's get the information on the screen. And we are underway. Oh. Tires need to be warmed up a little bit. So far, so good. I think everyone got through cleanly. Nigel Albon has dropped down to last place. He didn't finish last yesterday, which is astonishing. Really, really good for him. The Carina is going really slow. Back up into 5th place. And yeah, I definitely think it's the voxel of Jeff Allen which is holding up the Alfa Romeos. Because he doesn't seem to have that much grunt coming out of the corners. There is going to be a pass for position though between Tarquini and Simone. Jeff Allen has the fastest lap time at the moment of a 1:51. Yeah, in qualifying they were doing 1:42s. So they've lost 10 seconds somewhere. Oh, Tarquini has got past Jeff Allen. Now watch him, he'll probably just pull away into the sunset. Oh, and we've got a crash. By the looks of it, Joachim Winkelhock and James Thompson are out of the race. So I have no idea. Oh, and another one as well. Tim Sugden is out. So that essentially then, well, if Tarquini doesn't retire, as I get punted up the rear, that means Tarquini is champion. James Thompson, Andy Rice is also out of the race. So I have no idea where that happened. Probably halfway through the lap. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, no you don't. Oh, well, I've stalled my car. Come on. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. The AI are a lot more aggressive today than they were yesterday. Steve Soper, Rob Gravitt in the pits as well. Yeah, I'm incredibly curious as to what happened between Winkelhock, Sugden, Rice and Thompson. Well, they left it to the last race of the season to get crazy, didn't they? They know what's up. Tarquini is leading the way, though, with the fastest lap time. Again, if he wins the race, he is champion of 1994. And the other BMW of Steve Soper as well in the pits. Oh, we got another retirement. Rob Gravitt is also out of the race. So 5 retirements. Have 21 cars remaining. Oh, we got another incident as well between... That is James Kay and Paul Radicic. Oh no, that's not Paul Radicic. That is the lapped car of Steve Soper. What the bloody hell is going on? Everyone's just gone completely insane. Well, I don't think I'm going to be catching Tarquini. He's 28 seconds up the road. So my goal is to make it into the top 10. Which shouldn't be too difficult. Oh, and Steve Soper has now retired as well. So we're now down to 20 runners, 6 cars are out in the race. That's the most retirements we've had in a race this entire season. James Kay is in the pits. Lap 6. 13 to go. Nigel Albon, though. You know, he's loving this, all these retirements. He's up into 19th place. Twelve laps to go. Right, lap 8, 11 to go. Tarquini still leads the way at the moment with the fastest lap time over Giampiero Simoni and Jeff Allen. Top 5, Alan Menu and Will Hoy. Still trying to fight to catch up with Radicic and Keith O'Dore to get into the top 10. Okey-dokey, 10 laps to go. Slowly creeping up onto the back of Paul Radicic. You know, it was 5 seconds at one point, it's now 1.9. Oh, and he's going to go wide, so that's going to give me a great opportunity to get him down into Melbourne hairpin. Like so. Oh. There's James K about to be lapped. A lot of damage on his car. Oh my god, what the hell are you braking for there, you bloody moron? It's like one of the fastest sections of that corner before you go up to the cleans. Oh, I'm just gonna slam on the brakes. Bloody hell. Well, at least I got Jan Lammers for company. Tim Harvey is 6 seconds up the road. I don't know if we're going to be able to catch him before the end of the race. I'm going to try and get past Jan, though. Oh, Simone's got past Tarquini for the lead. Bloody hell. But they are miles ahead of anybody else. Jeff Allen in third, a distant third. Everyone seems to have settled down now after that little period of everyone crashing into each other. No. Oh, crap. Ah. Come on. Come on, out you go, out you go. Note to self, gravel traps are very sticky. Well, there goes my top 10. Four laps to go. Well, at least we caught on to the back of Hindhaugh. Not going to catch anybody else. They're 15 seconds up the road. So I'm going to have to make do. Oh. Going to have to make do with a 12th place finish if I can actually catch and pass Hindhaugh. Yeah, I've burned my front tyres from trying to get out of the gravel trap. Okay, 2 laps of the 1994 season left to go. No, come on. Here we go, final lap. We had a retirement at the end. Rickard Rydell has retired from the race, sadly. It's alright, he wasn't in the points anyway, so it doesn't matter. But Gabriele Tarquini gets past Simone at the end to take the victory and take the championship. So congratulations to Gabriele Tarquini. Simone in second place and Jeff Allen in third. Commiseration to Joachim Winkelhock, who will finish second in the points. And Nigel Albon for not finishing last, finishing in 18th. And I will bring it home in 12th position. And that is 1994 complete. Well, there we go. 21 rounds done. A lot of editing, a lot of rendering, a lot of headaches. But a lot of fun. So with that, I'm going to throw it over to the commentary box for the final time to the one and only John Hindhaugh for the race results and championship standings after the final round of the season.
A much better run for Gabriele Tarquini in the second race here on the Donington Grand Prix circuit. He gets ahead of his teammate Giampiero Simoni, so the two Alfas finishing first and second, with Jeff Allen relegated to third position. Menu picks up another fourth position ahead of Will Hoy and John Cleland. In the Total Cup for privateers, Hamish Irvine came out on top ahead of Chris Goodwin, with Nigel Smith, Nigel Alban, James Kay in fifth, and James Thompson, no points for him, no finish for the blue and white Peugeot MI16. So after the arithmetic has been done, it's Gabriele Tarquini who holds on to his championship lead ahead of Joe Winkelhock in second. Not been a banner weekend for the BMWs here at Donington Park. That's some 17 points now between first and second. Giampiero Simoni in third, John Cleland in fourth, Jeff Allen in fifth position, and Steve Soper in sixth. But really, after the top two, the rest are just looking for crumbs from the table of the championship protagonists. The Total Cup for privateers, James Kay has a huge lead now over James Thompson. That DNF in race 2 not helping his championship cause. Nigel Smith in third. Hamish Irvine did himself no harm at all with a couple of good results this weekend. He's in fourth position ahead of Chris Goodwin and Jeff Steele in sixth position.
And that, as they say, is that. The curtain comes down on the 1994 season, and as I've mentioned before, there will not be a 1995 or there onwards, because, this series has gone on for long enough. Again, I started it back in 2017 with the 1992 season, 2018 for 1993, and then finishing off with 1994. Anyway, congratulations to Gabriele Tarquini for winning the championship at 249 points over Joachim Winkelhock's 232. And for the independents, James Kay wins that in dominating fashion, 360 points to James Thompson's 282, with Nigel Smith bringing up third place with 272. So, what that is left for me to do is to thank the guests that we have had this season, starting with, of course, the legend Tiff Nadell, who was the voiceover for the intro of the series, to Bart, who did the 3D globe ident of the BBC Grandstand. He created that for me. To 24/7 Music for allowing me to use the music that I have on the intro and outro, and I will also be using the extended outro as well for this final round. BTCC Blueprints as well for allowing me to use their illustrations for this series. The guest voiceovers for this season as well. The Moving Chicane, of course, who did round 1. Josh of the Moni Yorkshireman did round 2 and 3. Jamie Day did round 4. Andrew Marriott, the first of the actual real commentators, did the guest voiceover for rounds 5 and 6, a very long time ago. The Moni Yorkshireman came back for round 7. Martin Haven for round 8 and 9. John Hindhaugh for round 10 and 11. Martin Haven returned again for round number 12, who did the gridwalk and the standings as well. Dave Goddard, the voice of the BARC live streams, did round 13 and 14. Nick Damon with round 15. F1 Games PlayStation, most recently, round 16 and 17. And of course, Simone Yorkshireman again did the final 2 last time. And of course, John Hindhaugh returning once again for rounds 20 and 21. So it has been a very, very manic season that's taken 3 years to do, but we are finally at an end. So thank you everyone who has tuned in to watch this madhouse from the very beginning. If you've joined in during 1994 or 1993, or even back in 2017 when I was doing 1992. For anyone who has been inspired by this series, you know, give credit where credit is due. That is all I ask for. And yeah, thank you very, very much for tuning in and watching from the start, if you have done. So yeah, that is it for 1994. Again, I will not be back for 1995. This is it for the BTCC. And I will be back next time for something else. Maybe we'll go on to the vanilla content of the base GTR 2 game. Who knows? But from myself and John Hindhaugh, it is goodbye for now, and I will see you next time. Take care, stay safe, and bye for now.